Hey everyone, welcome to Atlas Gaming. I release content every day, and today we are playtesting this game called Smelter. I'm playtesting it through the GameRound.co platform. This game was released the 22nd of April 2021. There's a Steam store page. I mean, it's been around for a little bit because this is August. This is the beginning of August at the time of recording, and so it's been around for a few months. It's got mostly positive reviews, but it looks like it's kind of like it's teetering on the the mixed. And so I'm guessing that the developers probably they didn't receive, the game wasn't received as well as they had hoped, and so they're probably utilizing the GameRound.co platform to get some good feedback and maybe improve their game. It's just a guess. It's just a guess. But this one is a 2D platformer, action platformer, in which we are Eve, and we have this awesome suit of armor that is it's helping us find Adam. And so that's kind of this is a blind playtest. I've never played it. You can tell from the music that it's got a really retro feel. I'm using a controller. This game just screams to me controller, even though it's not my preferred method of playing a game. I always like mouse and keyboard, but I'm finding myself having to compromise more and more, but it's okay. Okay, so we hope you enjoyed checking out Smelter. This release contains even more fun stages. So I'm reading the window on the right that is the dialogue box from our little floating bat. But this game, it's available as a demo also on Steam. So I'm guessing that's just what it is. Start game. Oh, okay. So B is the select button. Usually A, I'm used to. I mean, I can't say usually because I don't use controllers that much. But yeah, A is what I'm used to for select, so not a big deal. It's just a small difference. Your controls can be remapped in the controls menu to achieve the perfect configuration so you don't die as much. Oh, that's handy. A lot of small releases, they kind of ignore the key mapping functionality, so I really do appreciate, really enormously appreciate that. The apple fell from the tree. Oh, are we controlling? Yeah, we're controlling Adam. I'm just kind of looking at the artwork and everything, or the graphics. I don't know, it looks good. It's a lot better than what I was expecting. The shading of the models, the light, it's not like lighting effects, but it's just the drawing of the light in the background. I like all the particles floating in the air, the leaves falling off the tree, the movement of everything. I always think it's funny how okay. I'm trying to formulate a good video on this to kind of poke fun at it, but that's a whole separate thing. But so characters in games, developers feel the need to make them move, right? But developers wouldn't do that if players didn't expect it, I guess. Anyway, let's get on with the game. You know what I mean? Why are they moving? I don't move that much when I stand still. But then if they weren't moving, I might question, why aren't the people moving? Massive vibrations in the controller. I don't know why, but I always like gratuitous vibrations. I'm not saying that as gratuitous there, but I just like the thing vibrating in my hand. It's weird. Eve could never have predicted the events that would transpire after Adam succumbed to the tempting aura of the forbidden fruit. After watching her beloved Adam consume it, oh jeez. I waited too long to start reading, and then I'm a pretty fast reader, but I just didn't give myself enough time. But not complete darkness, because complete darkness would be way too scary. It was more of a slight darkness. You know the kind of darkness you see when you get close, when you close your eyes? Kind of like that. I'm not doing well reading. I'm all nervous. I'm all Twitter-pated. What do you mean, stay focused? I am focused. Haven't you heard of narration before? I'm trying to paint a vivid picture for the audience. So how about I do my job and you do yours? Fine. I like that. I really like in shows, movies, where the camera is supposed to remain anonymous, and then suddenly it's acknowledged, its presence is acknowledged. So that's kind of what happened here. Anyway, as she fell, a faint emerald light started to glimmer below her. She did not know what would become of her once she reached that light. And this is how our story began. Plunging into the semi-darkness, Eve had no idea what awaited her. Getting some more green from the bottom. Green's my favorite color. I'm kind of a sucker for it. I like it. Needless to say, I did enjoy all those, like, whatever, those shapes coming up from the bottom. I'm not in control yet. Oh, there we go. Now I'm in. No, I'm not in control still. What? Where am I? Oh, okay. So A is jump. Whoop. Whoop. Bam, okay. Cool. That looks like it's gonna hurt me. Okay, we're gonna go up here, go down and over. Can we go quick crouch and move? Let's just... Oh, it's not gonna hurt me. Okay. Over analysis. Ooh, I like that. The acid, I guess, pull down to the bottom. Wait, can we grab onto these? Is that what they're for? A. Trying to double jump. Okay, so you need to hold down the A button in order to reach full jump height. Like that. There's just a normal, like, jump and release. Never mind. I was gonna make a fishing reference, but I just didn't come together. Like maybe we can't. Okay, maybe they're not there for us to climb on. And we can't. Okay, no wall jumping yet. I guess maybe I'm not doing it right. These look like they're gonna fall, don't they? Yep. Or disappear. All right. Kind of like just getting us. This is the game holding our hand. In case you haven't played a 2D platforming for a player, this is how you do it, and we'll make it super easy for you. But later on, it's going to get really frustrating. You're going to hate it. No, I'm just kidding. It does get frustrating, but that doesn't mean I'm going to hate it. You know what I mean? Like die and retry. Oh, just like that. Okay, we're going to move along a little bit faster this time. Give me control. I'm not in control right now. There we go. I like her, like, little... It looks like the Spawn mask. Her eyes. Moving fast enough? I don't know. It looks like it. Can we keep it up? That's the real question. Oh, the answer's yes. I didn't fail. Jumping blindly, though, doesn't seem to be the answer. Oh, I guess it is. Okay. Hey! Hey! I can't control right now. I'm not sure why not. Oh, press B to advance the dialogue. Do I hear footsteps? If someone's up there, help me! Yeah, we definitely fell a long way, didn't we? And I don't think we can get back up there. No, we can't, so... We delve deeper into the semi-darkness. Holy smokes! I knew I was right. Hey, you tippity-tappeting? Okay, tippity-tappeting up there. I'm down here. Oh, they were talking to us. Drop down and get... Oh, maybe it's a different voice I should be using. Drop down and get me out of here, will ya? No, that's not the voice either. It's like a pilgrim. This place could come down any second, and I don't want my beautiful face crushed. Oh boy. Sounds like this place is coming down. I guess this is the end of the road for me. But there are two of them, right? There are two of those faces built into the wall. Which one's talking to us? It's not cool. Oh, we have to go down. Okay. This is the correct door. And you kick the thing and go in there. Okay. Oh, no, that dude was talking to us. All right. Weird. Oh, it's the bat. Took you long enough? Okay, no, I was using the right voice. But I guess I owe you. How in the world did you even end up down here anyways? Eve. Interesting. Very interesting. Some say silence speaks louder than words, but you're really destroying that whole expression, aren't ya? Just give me a minute. I can read minds. I see. I can clearly detect you're looking for your boyfriend. I bet I'm right. Am I right? Tell me I'm right. Eve, silence. But she's got a little smile on her face. Smile of acknowledgement. I'm going to take that face as a yes. All right, are there any... Wait, where are my manners? All right, where are my manners? Look at the side over here. Oh, the mouse isn't present on the screen. On the right side, right next to the question marks. I'm guessing that's the bat's face, right? man, it's a pretty friendly bat so far, but that would not be my first impression after seeing that face. Especially that one. The name's, Mel. Smelter. What? I don't get that. Yeah, let's go with that. Oh. Okay, so did he just disguise his name? I feel like this is a reference that has gone over my head. I don't get the reference. No. Anyway, sorry. The name my pals call me is kind of hard to say. Full of vowels and like a demon's name usually has, like a bunch of vowels and it looks really hard to say. I'm just your run-of-the-mill angel, a really good one. Could have fooled me. The angel of deceit. Uh-oh, this place is actually starting to come down. Why ever could that be? Quick. Foot a poo with me? Whoa, okay. Eve. Yeah, she's just as confused as I am. You can see like the one eye's like half closed, and then the other one's like fully open, like, whoa. No, it's completely normal. Just stand still. Posing and great presentation. So now you can see the little that our avatar, whatever, like our picture in the bottom left. Eve's face is darkened, like brought to the background, and then the mask is now like a full color and brought to the foreground. So the little bat right is now Smelter. It's our suit of armor, pretty sweet. Really takes me back. But never mind that. Knock down those blocks so we can get out of here. Not much time for dilly-dallying, but as you might have noticed, we've flip-pooed, so now you can wear me. What that means is you're not so squishy now because of this amazing ritual my kind made. You see, long ago, when there were more... Okay, wait, what am I doing? Thank you, I'm so glad that was a joke. Really good. Developers, bravo. I really enjoy the, I kind of mentioned it before, like when the game acknowledges the presence of the narrator, like the entity that is the idea of narration, kind of like bringing us out of the game and bringing us back in, not taking it too seriously. You've made me laugh, well, you've heard it. You've made me laugh, and it's genuine laughter, so I really do appreciate that part of it, kind of, again, not taking it so seriously, but realizing that it's more for fun. Wait, what am I doing? We don't have time for an emotional flashback. Time to get out of this hellhole before this place starts coming down too. Guess you'll have to learn some stuff on the go. Onwards! Nice. Right bumper. Dash. There we go. Okay, so I'm not ready for this. Hang on. So if we go... Oh, it's... No? So I like the sticks. I like using sticks as directional control. This thing is saying to not do that. Oh, no, I guess it is. I'm just looking at the controls right there, like we're right next to him right now, and then that's the tutorial basically. And it says, in my mind, like the keypad button plus A, but it's the same difference. So now we get the wall jump, pretty cool. So the suit gave us that ability. I like it. It's not... So in some games, like, you can't just jump up the same wall, like some 2D platformers that I've played. You can't jump up the same wall. You have to, like, you know, go back and forth, and I'm not very good at it. Although it seems like in this game, it's pretty forgiving. Like, it's not a huge learning curve. I almost fell in the acid. I also like the graphic. When we're wall jumping, look at where we jump from. That, like, it's like a sideways raindrop, kind of, right? Like, that's what it looks like to me. I like that. These vines are kind of confusing to me. Like, they're all over the place. They are animated, like they're spinning, and it seems like they should have some functionality. Maybe they do, and I don't know it. I don't know. What is B? Hang on a second. I need to... I don't know. Oh, you can't access options? Oh, see, the buttons are kind of backwards for me here. Okay. controls. Platformer. Rumbly lands. Interact. Oh, I see. This. Well, I guess we're just gonna keep going because that's not what I expected or hoped for. I can't dash in the air. Just found that out the hard way. Ooh, what's this? Ooh, it's one of these ancient thingamajigs. I think it's called a coin. Wait, that sounds off. Oh well. It'll come back to me. Just try to smelt it. Ooh. Smelter's smelt ability can manipulate various things that glow green. Enemies can also be smelted when glowing green for more HP. If you see something glowing green, try smelting it. Okay. Oh, there it is. Left bumper. Bravo! You're growing up so fast. Right, upwards and onwards. This thing. Okay, that's all it was there for. Yeah, see, I'm trying to. You can't dash in the air. I guess it's just what it is. No, are you kidding me? I was trying to be fancy, and I was gonna wall jump like totally unnecessarily from one side to the other, and I missed it completely. That's all right. Playing games isn't about winning all the time, right? I mean, to me, it's not anyway. Well, if it isn't my greatest foe. Whoa, a slime. I think all the slimes. Time to show you what I'm made of. Let's go over there so I can give them a taste of my smelt blade. Pretty cool name, right? It actually is. I'll give us some juice, so let's try executing a smelt blade on these things. Okay. Oh, dang it. Whenever Eve's smelt power gauge is full, Smelter will unleash a powerful attack. Each smelt blade costs 3 bars. Attacking enemies will refill the smelt power gauge. Okay. Okay, so it says whenever Eve's smelt power gauge is full, Smelter will unleash a powerful attack. Is that on command, or is that like just is it automatic? Does it just happen by itself? I doubt it because I saw a prompt to hit the Y button. But each smelt blade, oh yeah, it costs 3 bars. Okay, cool. Oh, eat it, slimes. Nice. Okay, and now our thing isn't. Our gauge in the upper left is not empty. As we'd expect, right? We made it to the exit. Okay, all thanks to me. Yeah, you're right, actually. Well, I guess you did help a bit. At any rate, get yourself ready for what's up next because we're going to the Rumbly Lands. Has Eve said anything so far? I don't think she has. Anywho, let's get out of here. My residents await my return. To the Rumbly Lands we go. Onwards! Chop, chop. No, right. Chop, chop. You can check information about Smelter in the glossary located in the pause menu. What is this? Ladies and gentlemen, we have reached our destination. We're in the Rumbly Lands. It looks like wastelands. Okay, welcome to the Rumbly Lands. Now that we can flute-a-poo, what is that? I like the word, don't get me wrong, it's fun to say, it sounds funny, but where'd you come up with it? You can help me out while I help you find your Adam. But first, let me show you around my magnificent what the heck happened here? My heart is still here, but where the heck is the rest of my empire? Your despicableness, you've returned. You've returned? I sure have, right? Because he was trapped. I guess I'll I'll talk about what I think is happening in the story after the story unfolds in front of us. So I sure have. I'm sure I was dearly missed. Without question, my lord. But more importantly, what in my name has happened to my empire? Explain yourself.
Of course, your large wingedness. You've come just in time.
Oh, it's on the right side of the screen, Commander Zerma. That's probably not the voice for that person, but I will continue to use it. Your beloved heart. Oh,
your beloved heart and the surrounding structures have been all but destroyed. Your loyal forces have done their best to fend off the enemy, but to no avail. I'm sure there's something you can do to get us out of this dreadful situation.
Well, since you asked nicely, I'll see what I can do.
Oh, thank you, my lord.
Time to stretch these wings of mine a bit and take care of these guys. Where is it? There's two. What are those things? Yeah, well, I guess we'll keep going. Attacking in the Rumbly Lands. Oh, so you can attack on the the overmap, the world map? So use, and why? Oh, no, it's right stick or left mouse button. Smelter can help defend his Zerms and his empire by attacking. Oh, it's in real time. Oh, Eva's just gonna sit down. Okay. Oh, okay. That worked. Look at this unforgivable mess they've made.
My apologies, my lord. This just proves how much your presence is needed here. Your Zerms are lost without you.
If they weren't already, I'd blast those chumps from the Garabi domain to pieces again. And not only did they take down one of my Zerm houses, they did a number on the Zerm barracks too.
Yes, your greatness, again. My apologies. However, as much as we Zerms would love to, I believe there is not much time for a joyous reunion.
Right you are, Commander. Time to get this place back into shape. I want to repair buildings, but to do that, I need helium. You just add another L to helium and it gives you that word. A disappearing element, by the way. To get that helium, I gotta harvest it. And when I say I mean my Zerm harvesters. Oh, thank you, game. Let's stroll over to that fissure over there and summon a Zerm harvester. Okay. You are under attack. No longer! Summon a Zerm harvester at the fissure. Okay. So I'm just kind of like moving around the map and... So what okay, let's back up. Let's back the Smelter train up here. So what I think's happening in the story is Smelter is this demon, right? I mean, he's a bad guy. And his Zerms probably like found a way to trap him underground, right? And then as Eve, I don't know how exactly, it's kind of unexplained, but we were plunged into like semi-darkness or whatever, and then we found Smelter, and he needed us to get him out, and we needed him to get out of there. And so we're kind of bound by this, well, let's say it's a symbiotic relationship, although might not be the healthiest for Eve in the long run. But, yeah, so now Smelter's back to take back the land, or I guess reassert dominance, more like it, right? And so, anyway, that's kind of my guess of what's happened, and he's not telling us the truth. But anyway, come down here to the fissure, summon Zerms on fissures to start harvesting helium for you. Summon in the bottom right, summon hold B. Ain't that a sight for sore eyes. There should be more fissures throughout the Rumbly Lands, so we should summon more Zim harvesters on them if we want to increase our helium harvesting speed. Although, we'll need to make sure they're protected since baddies sometimes like to try to take them down. Okay. Anywho, now that we have some income, let's spend the first helium to repair the damaged buildings. Repairing structures. Structures that need to be repaired will have this symbol. Smelter can spend helium to cast repair on his structures and other important structures such as occupied ruins, while he does other things. Okay. So come up here and cast repair with the right button. You press it once or do you hold it? No, you just press it once. Pretty sweet. Where's our helium? Okay, it's in the upper left. That's it, huh? I love magic. Right, we just like hover over it, press one button, and then we're done. No work for us. We are the Overlord. Commander!
Yes, your greatness.
Now that I've so graciously saved the day and repaired my buildings, which you failed to protect while I was away, I'm sure some of my Zerm forces are ready to get back to work. A lot of question marks here where it's confusing, but I'm kind of a stickler for like the language used in games, like correct punctuation and grammar, but no one else is, so I won't even go over it. Of course, they're ready and... Oh, wait, hang on. What was I thinking?
Of course, they're ready and awaiting your command.
That's what I like to hear. Time to call some Zerms over to occupy the Zerm barracks so that they'll fight for me. Okay. I kind of like the automation of these things, or, you know, like the ability to take some of, like, the quote-unquote workload off of the player. Less micromanaging and stuff. Call 3 Zerms to the Zerm barracks. That's our objective on the left side of the screen. You can also see that our helium is coming back at a moderate rate, I guess. Maybe slightly less than moderate. You can see in the upper left, it's coming back slowly. Call 3 Zerms. Okay, so X. 1, 2, 3. I just pressed it 3 times, and it looks like... Oh, okay, the little symbol above the barracks is like... When it's blinking, it means they're walking over. When it's solid, it means that we have they are there. These... Oh, perfect. These Zerms should keep things pretty safe for now.
Your magnificence.
Can't you see I'm in the middle of a tutorial? What is it? Yes, love it. I love it. The what is it? The comedic relief a little bit, or comic relief. That's the term I'm looking for. But yeah, I like it. I like it. The game's awareness of itself.
My apologies. I just wanted to inform you that while you were away, we managed to gain access to Goombor.
Oh, well, that's good news. At least you managed to do something while I was gone.
Your words are too kind, my lord. Additionally, we've confirmed the existence of a Doma stone inside.
I'm stifling laughter here because I'm having fun with this. By retrieving it, we expect that not only will you be able to restore... Oh, wait, hang on.
By retrieving it, we expect that not only will you be able to restore some of the power you lost before being banished by the Guardians, it'll also remove the barrier blocking the way to the Garabi domain.
This day just keeps getting better. I think it's time to head in there and find that stone. Getting it will further secure the safety of my empire, which will make it easier to find your boy. Oh, your boy, Adam. Trust me. Keep watch here, Commander. Why? The demon hasn't given us a lot of reason to trust him so far. Him, Smelter. We'll head to Gumbor and check it out. I've noticed this, and I haven't commented on it so far, but if you look at the dialogue right now on the bottom left of the screen, there are 3 words that are highlighted with green, head to Gumbor. So if you're not one for reading, or you're not into the story, or whatever, to each their own. That's good. It's all good. You can just, like, read the 3 words instead of the dozen. You know what I mean? Like, it's just it's an abbreviated version of the dialogue.
Yes, my lord.
Enter Gumbor, located north of Smelter's Heart. So this is Smelter's Heart, right? Oh, yeah, you can see at the bottom right. It tells us now what it is. It's in barracks. Sealed. Oh, I can't. Pressing B. Oh, okay, that's like the force field generator or whatever that's keeping us from entering that side of the map. I'm guessing same thing here. Yep. Cool. What's this? Empty area, so I'm guessing that we can build buildings. Right, you can see right here, like, these, like, there's these 4 red corners to this tile. The tile that we're over right now is the barracks. So, like, these buildings take up an entire tile. And I'm guessing we can build more. Just a guess. Descend into darkness. Semi-darkness. There are various secrets hidden throughout the Rumbly lands that might help Smelter in his conquest. Okay. To the training grounds. Gumbor. This takes me back. It was once a training grounds for the Garabi forces. Most of it was made up of these little guys called blocks. Yes? Bloxies? Whatever you call them. And we're in luck. Looks like there are still some around. Let's go give them a nice Smelter hello. We'll also need to find the Garabi Doma stone, which should be somewhere on this planet. Okay. I mean, it's a 2D platformer, right? I don't think it's like, what is it? Metroidvania, where like, it's a non-linear map. I'm pretty sure it's a linear map, so I mean, whatever the objective is, we just keep going the way we can go and we'll get there, is my guess. Oh, they can move. Oh, right there's attack. Oh, look at him. Look at him. He's like, yeah. He was like celebrating. Did you see like he had both hands up like with number one? Like, yeah, number one, I got her. Oh, right, forges. Okay, all domains have them, and I can do even more by absorbing the power. Nice. Try hopping up on that one and see what happens. Okay. Wait for it. Yes. A wave of unchecked power washes over me. Whoa! I wish that my voice won't go that high. Like, I've always, in my entire life, I've always wanted to make the woo noise that you make at like sporting events or like at parties and stuff. Oh, holy cow, I just noticed hang on a second. Oh. Yeah, I just now noticed. It's a bummer. Jeez. That's a real bummer to me. I just now noticed the audio levels were like way off. I checked them before, but I didn't. Yeah, oh well. Okay, return. Let's try again. So I wish that the mute. Well, whatever. This is I think a content creator specific issue that I'm having here. Okay, so hopefully that's better. Wow, that's a real bummer because this video is already half an hour long, and that was a mistake on my part. But I've always wanted to make that noise, the woo noise, and I can't. Anyway, moment's gone. Let's keep going. Bam! Do you feel that? The power of this forge is rushing through me, which also makes you nice and beefed up. Oh, so it is a wave of unchecked power that washes over us. Let's see if we can find more forges while we look for that stone. Also, let's give the next guy we see a whap. Something tells me we can deal out heavier hits now. Good, because that guy looks armored over there. New skills unlocked. Earth Dasher, Face Pummeler, and Swipe. Check the skill tree. Oh, snap. More complexity to the game that I didn't know about. Execute an upwards attack. Uppercut. Face Pummeler, dish out damage with a flurry of hard-hitting punches with up to a 3-hit combo. And Earth Basher, pound the ground to let those around Pound the ground to let those around Eve who's boss. You're missing a word there. Who's boss, right? Smelter, obviously. I like the humor a lot in this game, though. Honestly, like, the dialogue in these types of games usually kind of gets me because it's cheesy and stupid. I mean, I hate to say it like that, like, but it's blunt. And that's my opinion, by the way. It's just my opinion. People wouldn't do that if it... let's see. I'm just trying to make people not mad when I call it stupid. I'm in the minority, and I know that. But anyway, I do really enjoy the humor and the dialogue. In this game, I don't think it's stupid. I just want to make that clear. I really enjoy it so far. It's well written. It's not cheesy, like cutesy. It's made me laugh. I mean, I don't know how many times, and like laugh out loud, like legitimate laughter, not just like ha ha ha. That was okay. Like, you know, like when you type lol in a chat room, but you're not actually laughing. You don't even smile. Anyway, we've all done it. So I guess we have these 3 now, or do I need to like... Oh, I see. It tells you the control, the buttons. So, oh, these are like combos. These are like arcade combos, kind of. Up and X will give us the swipe. X, X, X. Okay. Can we select one? I'm not really seeing... That's what I'm looking for is like... Do we need to choose one of these, or do they just progress all at the same time? Oh man, I'm bummed. About the audio levels thing. Hope it comes through. Oh, he did a number on us there. Oh, we can't. Oh, okay, I did the thing, but then it's like, okay, that was difficult, and now we've lost a lot of life. So he's doing like the combo thing that we... Oh, number 1! Yeah! Wow. Okay. We need more life, though. let's see here. Now we're getting into like the nitty-gritty of the game, right? We're getting to actual gameplay, not the tutorial. I've commented on the artwork and like everything that's not game mechanics so far. So I think going forward, I mean, I'll probably have a lot more to say about actual game mechanics. And so the reason I even brought that up was, let's see, get it. Oh, wait, what? I thought, okay. I thought we got life for, I thought, okay. Hang on a second, let's back up here. So the reason I even mentioned the gameplay mechanics and commentary on that was that, you know, I've made some bad plays, right? I've taken a lot of damage, and that's my fault as the player. I don't think it was like, an unfair amount of damage. And then when Smelted, like, we got life, right? I forget exactly what it was. Something gave us life, and then I noticed it wasn't a lot of life. But that's good, because if it's a lot of life, then it becomes too easy. Like, there's no consequence for taking a lot of damage. So, can we kill? Oh, just like give him a wallop. Okay, now, see that? We just got life from that dude. Oh, we can't. Oh, bummer. Okay. Some things you have to just learn the hard way. That guy is not there for us to kill. There we go. And our little, okay, our smelt gauge is full. Cool. Yeah, I'm digging this. A lot of times my problem, so I don't play a lot of 2D platformers, but a lot of time my problem with them is that I'm just not good at them, and the game, the difficulty of the game scales pretty quickly, and then like I get left in the dust. So like, you know, I just can't keep up with the curve of it. So what is this? Right? Nope. Is it just left? It is just left. Okay. Oh, nice. Let me get full life from that. Okay. So like, you made it through. It's a pat on the back. You made it through, chap. Good show. Left mouse button, right. Oh. Cool. Oh, okay. Oh, that's right. You can't double jump. I forgot about that. That is something unique, I think, to this, because most 2D platformers, you can double jump. Maybe we get that power later on. Uh-oh. No! Oh, man. Just making mistake after me. Oh, bummer. Okay. Oh, my gosh. Okay, here we go. I really had to focus and stop talking there to do that. No, I'm not joking. Okay, here's another forge. Cool. So we absorb its power, we get some more level ups, right? Or skills. I feel like well, you have a spring in your step now. Oh. Let's see if we can jump off. Oh, no way. New skills unlocked. Blast off and wall grab. Oh, I thought it was going to be double jump. Check the skill tree. Cool. Charge to blast into the air to reach higher places. Okay, I like it. Eve can completely stop and hang to the wall indefinitely. Hang on to the wall indefinitely? These are all pretty minor things though, right? I mean, like, the game's already been released since April. Oh. I kind of wish that we could see this. Like, know what to look forward to. But I mean, honestly, if we just get to a forge and then it unlocks skills for us and we don't have control over that, like, it's not like a true leveling system. Or I guess, hang on a second. I don't mean a true leveling system. I mean like an RPG type leveling system. No, not even so much that. Like, you know, I guess what I'm referring to here is that what this game doesn't offer is, you know, like, you get experience points and like you get a level and then you use the skill point or whatever to upgrade one thing at a time, right? So the player chooses which ones they want to upgrade, but they also only get to upgrade one at a time. And usually as you progress through the skill tree, like, getting to here would take like 2 skill points, getting to here would take like 3, right? Something like that. So this game doesn't have that. And so, like, I'm using a lot of words here. I'm gonna come full circle on it. But so this game doesn't have that. And if it did have that, then I would think that it'd be necessary to see what the next skills are, right? And so when I first came here, I was kind of disappointed by not being able to see these. However, it doesn't really matter, right? Because I mean, like, the way that the game's leveling system works is that you get a forge and then you get things. So it doesn't matter what you get because you don't know what you're gonna get, and then also it gives it to you automatically. So it's not like you're making decisions based on what's out ahead of you, and so you don't need this information. That was a lot of words, right, to say that one thing there, but yeah, return. Cool. So here's our charge thing. Oh, was that not... Oh, is it not the right ledge? Yeah, it was not. There we go. Okay, then we could go up here. What are these things? What? We just got nailed by that thing. That hurt. I don't think we're meant to kill these. However, there's a gem over there. Let's try it. Oh, no. Okay, well, we got him. That's a bummer. I got stuck in the animation for the combo, like the 3x combo, and that's why I wasn't able to move. I was trying to like hit him twice and then jump back up here, but I pressed the button 3 times. It initiated the combo animation, and I couldn't get out of it, so it took a lot of damage. You found an apple core. Nice, I like that, right? Because an apple core is a real thing, but it doesn't look like this. It's like the thing like with all the seeds and it's the core of the apple. Everybody knows what an apple core is, I think. Collect apple cores and use them to upgrade Smelter's heart to get additional bonuses for his empire and structure upgrades. Cool, I'm really interested in the overmap. It seems like there might be like some strategy or maybe like, you know, RTS elements to it. The tag, I want to say this real fast. I'm looking at the Steam store page also on another monitor right now, and the strategy tag is applied to this game. And a lot of times, I mean, developers just put gratuitous Steam tags on their games. I don't know why, but a lot of times they're not true. So, I mean, just based on, like, what I saw of this game, like, in the screenshots and videos, that's kind of what I assumed was, like, they're talking, like, it's got, like, vague elements of strategy, but just like any game where you have to think ahead and, like, you know, strategize like that. But no, I'm thinking that maybe with the overworld map, there is actual strategy involved. So, I guess you can't judge a book by its cover. Okay, we're gonna wait for it. There we go. Man, I kind of want some health. I kind of want health. I wonder what death looks like in this game. I guess we're gonna find out here in a second because this looks difficult. Oh, yep, definitely. That wasn't even difficult. I made it more difficult than it needed to be. Oh, and we're back here already. Okay. We're gonna keep going. Let's see if I can make it a little bit more successfully here. There we go. You gotta time it. Oh, come on. That wasn't good. I jumped without thinking about what I was gonna land in. You know, that's just my fault, but all right, cool. I like this. The charge jump, it's not something I've seen before. I mean, again, I haven't played like a lot of platformers, but anyway, I like it. One more time. There we go. Now we're gonna come over here. Oh, we already got the apple core. That's cool, so we hold on to it. We don't have to go get it again. And then same with this platform, it's already broken. I like that. It's I mean, I can't tell you how much I dislike it when I'm playing a game and I have to, like, you know, I die and like it resets and I have to do every single thing that I've already done. Every single thing. Kill all the enemies. Anyway, I like this game's representation, or like a the die and retry sequence, whatever you want to call that thing, where you die and then you get back. This is where we just were, right? We were just right here. I didn't have to kill everything. I didn't have to destroy platforms. I like it. Cool. I'm digging it. I like the range of our weapon or attack here. And we also do like significantly more damage, right? Got the smelter. We smelted him. You know, that just occurred to me. So the word's like smelt, right? Like you melt down ore, and then you take it through a process, so like purify or whatever, and then you make ingots, like you make usable materials. What is this? Nothing? Oh, okay. Anyway, that just occurred to me that that's the name of the game. It's like Smelter. And that's the demon's name here. What are these things? Are they giving us something? I don't know. Yeah, I mean, like something, they're dropping something. Huh. I'm using the same, I'm button mashing now. I'm pressing X repeatedly because I don't really need to use any other combos. Like we have the uppercut thing, and then, well, that's it. No, we have 3 attacks, don't we? We have 3 attacks. Skills, B for select, swipe. That's the one that I've been using a ton. Oh, Earth Basher. Oh, okay, no, that's not really an attack, is it? I mean, it is, but we use it to destroy a platform. It's not like, what I mean by attack is like something to kill dudes. What's this? Oh, you just attack it. What is it? Oh, that's a health thing. That's a health node. Okay, maybe we should save that. Maybe it did just turn into a non-linear map. It seems that way, doesn't it? Ooh, what's that orange one over there? Right below us now? Oh, the door opens. No, I want to go back and see what that thing is. Look on the right side of the screen now. Oh, where'd it go? Oh, okay, the same information is now in the bottom left. So we have 1 out of 3 apple cores, 0 out of 2 thingies, and 0 out of 3 round thingies. I'm guessing the first thingy is right there, the orange thing. I don't know what else to call it. I'm not trying to be cute. It's just the easiest way to say it for me. See, like, we're doing so much more damage to those things. What are we getting for this? Is that part of the leveling system, maybe? So we've smashed 1 out of 2 of those nodes, the thingy nodes. Are there more? Oh, is that another one down there? Let's try an uppercut here. Not as successful, that's for sure, as just mashing X. So it seems like, I mean, I'm still kind of like speculating because I haven't played the game a lot, and I have a feeling that the demo here will not allow enough gameplay to make like a instead of speculating, like an actual determination about whether the map is linear or not. How do we get back? Can we do this? Can we? Oh, we can. I wasn't focused enough right there. Yeah, there we go. I don't think we need that health. We don't have to go back for it. We're gonna go up here. I wanted to go through this door. This one looks more interesting. I don't know what's on the bottom half. It looked like just a big cavern of nothing that led it. Oh, snap! Don't get spotted. No way. It's a stealth mission? Oh, we're speed running this thing, I guess. Oh, we got... Wait, what? Oh, okay. Failed. What? I don't like this. I don't know. I don't know if I don't like it because I haven't played it enough. It's an interesting concept. We have a stealth mission and a 2D platformer, which is not the... Oh man, spotted. Then what? Then we have to go back to the beginning. Yeah, can I leave? Yeah, not into it. Not into that. And I think it just comes from like my bias of stealth missions. Like, I don't want to play a stealth game in a 2D platformer. I like stealth in a 3D first-person world. But all these dudes are back. It's interesting. Do we have to complete that thing in order to leave? No, that's just an optional thing. Okay, sweet. And I mean, I have played a lot of stealth games. I just, you know, it's just, this isn't the game type that I wish to play it in. That's all. Oh man, tremendous damage. Get him. Can we get some life from him? Can you give us some life? Nope. We didn't even have to kill him. We could have just run past. Oh well. Forge. another... Wow, really? They're handing these things out like candy. Smelter. Yeah, hard as a rock. Oh. Looks like this rock covering my armor can be made even thicker. Cool. We might get a bit heavier, but I think it could also be used to defend against attacks better. I'm sure we'll get a chance to try it out. Forwards and onwards on our search for the Dome of Stone. New skills unlocked. Flex this. Rockin' body. Check the skill tree. Okay. So we got one more. Okay. No, there's rockin' body. So we got two more skills for this. I'm pressing right and left trigger. I see. Holy cow. So there are 3 different skill trees. It's not really clear to me if if they each focus on a different aspect of the player character's abilities, like attacking or like mobility or stealth, something like that. Let's go down here and check out Rock and Body. Smelter forms a layer of rock around Eve's body, making her much heavier. What does that mean? What does that do for us? There'll probably be a circumstance where it'll all be made clear, but flex this. Use Rock and Body the moment a projectile is supposed to hit Eve to neutralize the damage. Oh, okay. Works on most projectiles. That's kind of interesting. I mean, because like these 2 abilities, it looks like could have just been combined into one, right? Like it's one activation to make them both work. However, I see they have individual upgrades to each thing, and then they also have a different amount of upgrades. Like, you know, Flex this has 3 upgrades, where Rock and Body has 1. Cool beans. Oh wait. Oh shoot. I didn't even see what skills. Select. Come down here. Rock and Body. Hold B. Okay, that's what I wanted to see. I don't know why I made that noise, but it was fun. Okay, so here's some health, right? Super sweet. Lame. It's, you know, like the ceiling is pretty... Oh, should I have ducked? The ceiling's pretty low, so we can't get like a big jump. Hold B. Look at her, she's flexing her rockin' bod. Oh, okay, yeah, there's a circumstance where it makes sense to use that without like a non-combat instance. Hold B. Does this damage us if we don't? Oh, yes, yep. It'll kill us, in fact. Cool. Let's try this. Okay, no. Yes, we can just jump over it. That was the mistake. You just have to time it a little bit better than I did the first time. Hold B. Wait. Wait, so I'm just like looking at her posture. She looks like she's trying to win like a bodybuilding competition, right? It's a pose. Ooh. Yeah, wow. This is... I see. Cool, I like the multifunctionality of that ability. You know, because like you use it to mitigate environmental effects, like being like right here. Being taken up into the ceiling and then having to pose for a bodybuilding competition. And then also... Oh, I was trying to do it here. Let's try it here. Come on, dude, attack me, please. So his eyes should glow, right? Oh, come on. You know, if we hit the spikes from the top, I don't think they should do damage, but that's all right. What I want to do is test this thing out. I want to test the reflex thing. I forget what it's called already. Okay, come over here, right? And so he's... Oh, number 1, yeah! Yeah, so we're taking damage here. Come on back, son. So they're not affected by environmental things. Okay, so they do damage anyway right there. Come on back, dude. Come on back. Turn around. Okay. Yeah, so like you're supposed to reflect the damage. I don't think with these guys that there's enough time for that. Like their attack. So what I was trying to do there is like they indicate when they're about to attack, right? Like their eyes turn orange, and then I was trying to hold down B when I saw that, and it just wasn't fast enough. So I don't think that that is the best use of that ability right there. If that makes sense. So hold B and that, yeah, okay, we already know that, right? Is this gonna kill us if we go up? Wow, that is fast up, isn't it? Okay, so right here, we definitely need the B thing so we don't get jettisoned up into the spikes on the ceiling. And I'm going this way, even though, you know what? No, we should go back, huh? I want to check. I'm still trying to confirm if it's a linear map or non-linear. Super sweet. Okay, we need to go up here. There's the other thing, yeah. So this... Wait, so, okay. Oh, didn't need to do that. No. Okay, cool. Almost died there before getting this. I want to get the thingy. There we go. And so now we have both nodes. Bottom left of the screen right now, it says 2 out of 2. That's all I wanted. Can we go up here? Nope. Cool. You satisfied? I'm satisfied. Okay, use flex and quad or rock and body. All through here. We're almost dead, but I think we're almost in the next area, so we'll get like one of the life things, and then we'll be fine.
Nope, I was wrong.
There it is. Boss fight with a sliver of health left. Oh, it's the key to Gumulogorb. We're in the mist. Not good. Oh, what is... Okay. Okay. I really hope for just like game playability, like fluidity and enjoyability for me personally, in my opinion, like whatever, like in my taste. I hope that when I die here, because the boss is gonna kill me, right? There's no way I'm gonna live to do this. But if he kills us, I hope we just start the boss fight over without having to start the whole level over. So you finally made it. That was Detective Kloss. Wow. That takes me back a little bit. Random memory here. Side note, complete side note. I had a character that I've used in a lot of different games, like pen and paper role-playing games, and his name was Klossrin. And like, I don't know, I always held on to that name. I love it. But anyway, Detective Kloss reminded me of that. But anyway, so Smelter says, don't just show up like that. You want to give me a heart attack? Who the heck are you? The one who has been monitoring you. Well, that's not creepy at all. That doesn't answer my question. There'll be more time for questions later. I like how he's just huge on the map, so like his little avatar thing, which is supposed to be kind of like a close-up of his face, is almost the same size as his actual face. I know you're here for the Garabi Doma Stone, and I have no intention of stopping you. Oh, thank God, this will be easy. Just meet me outside to the north. Once you've finished here, I'll be waiting for you. Really? He's got a Batman grappling hook. Until we meet again, I'm Batman. Bye! Smelter, what? How is that rope even holding him? Ah, forget it. Anyways, getting that stone there will let us transform even outside the Garabi domain, making it possible to do different things. Pretty neat, right? Let's break it out of there so we can snatch it and leave. I haven't had a sip in a minute. I had to drink a little bit of coffee. Left button. Oh, Smelter. Press down. Hold down A. Huh! Get it. Looks like that did something. Okay? How can we tell? Oh, are we a different color now? We're a little bit more like drab, right? We're not like a bright green anymore, I think. Let's get out of here and tell Commander Zerma the good news. We don't need validation from Commander Zerma. Please, come on. Stage clear. Moxie. Oh, I like it. I like it. Moxie. Right? That's kind of like gumption. It's just one of those words that's not really used, but it's a legitimate word. It's a unique word. Oh, I like this. My lord.
I regret to inform you that Goombor has been overrun by the green one.
The stone is sweating. So he's back. Cool. I noticed in that little cutscene, the Supreme Overlord, whatever. There was a shadow on the right to whom the groveling pleb was speaking, right? Anyway, that shadow was kind of like outlined a little bit by like a lighter color. And I noticed those things in games like this, especially. And I like that. I like that attention to detail. And say, like, for instance, right here in this screen, there's, like, to make this screen less plain, there's a border around the top and the bottom, right? I really like the border, and I especially like the color used for the highlight. And so what I'm talking about, we don't have a cursor, shoot. So like you notice at the top of the screen, there are 2 lines of stones running horizontally, right? We'll look at the bottom row of stones, and then all along the entire bottom row of stone, the top of it, there's like that kind of tinge of green in there. And I like that a lot because it suggests like that color. The stone is that color. Anyway, I'm getting like really lost in the details here, but I'm just saying like this game has a lot of that, and I notice it, and I don't always comment on it, but I do enjoy it. It looks good. That's like the short version. Too long, didn't read. It looks good. Okay, Smelter. Excellent. It looks like the Trials obelisk is back up. Oh, right on. We got a new structure. I'll tell you what, this demo, it's got a lot to it. It's got a lot to it. I'm guessing that this is the same demo available on Steam, but I'm playing it to the GameRound.co platform because I win prizes. I've won a copy of Minecraft so far. I've won 3 Steam gift cards, and there was something else. I forget what it was, but it was a game. God, I gotta go look that up because I don't know what it was. That's probably important. Anyway, yeah, so I play it through GameRound.co because you win prizes, you give valuable feedback to the developers to make the game better. And then on Steam, it's more of just like it's a one-way road. You don't get to give feedback and help make the game better if you're a fan of it. But anyway. So Smelter, the reason I even mentioned all that was because I was talking about like the demo versions. But we can use this to quickly head back into any of the trials we have found. Oh, cool. So, okay. Is a trial the stealth thing, or is a trial the entire mission? You know what I mean? Let's find out. That means we don't have to head all the way back to where we found them. Okay, I think it is a time trial, right? Pretty nifty, right? Yeah, I think so. Enter. Oh, okay, another dialogue thing. Made it out of there without too much trouble. Cool. And we managed to get the Dome Stone. Not too shabby.
Welcome back, your greenness.
Commander, I've returned with the Garabi Dome Stone. I believe congratulations are in order?
Congratulations, my lord.
You're too kind. Too kind. Thank you. I've also got my hands on some Garabi Moxie. Oh, I was wrong. I was mistaken. I thought that was kind of like an end of mission, like an after action report. Like, you had Moxie. Swell. Like, good show. That kind of thing, like Moxie. No, it's a resource in the game. I was totally wrong. Okay, you're too kind. I've also got my hands on some Garabi Moxie. Very good, your green. Oh,
very good, your greenness. I believe you can use this to resume expanding your empire now that you're here to guide us.
I also noticed these things. There are shadows of clouds floating across the map. And it happened before too, but I didn't comment on it. I just back to like kind of the detail of the game, like the graphics. I like it. Right? Oh, right you are. I should be able to find other types of Moxie in the other domains too, so remind me later. One more thing about the detail. Most games, I think, like, they're kind of like the standard of, like industry standard for games like this pixelated, like, retro graphics style. A lot of times, they only use 3 colors to, like, you've got a highlight, you've got a base color, and then you have the, like, shadowing. Like the low lights. But on the rocks right here, like the stones that kind of surround our land, that like border the water, or like that border the land and like next to them is water, they use 4 colors, right? Are you counting? It's 4. It's 4 colors. So like one more color just gives like just a little bit more depth, like of the color palette. And so, yeah, I don't know. Just saying, I noticed those things and appreciate it. Thank you. Okay, so right you are, should be able to find other types of Moxie. We already read that. Also, Commander.
Yes, my lord?
You haven't come across some giant, beefy, sloth-looking guy who takes himself too seriously since I've been gone, have you? That's like the oh, Commander Kloss. Oh no, Detective Kloss.
No, my lord, I'm afraid not.
At any rate, send some scouts into the Drabi domain to search the area. He might be around and it has been ages since my last visit, so there's no telling what awaits us.
Right away, my lord.
Okay, oh man, okay, there's a lot of dialogue. While they're busy with that, I think it's time to expand my territory to make room for my brand spanking new empire. Oh, snap. That's what I was mentioning before I was talking about it. So I can expand on land connected horizontally or vertically to my territory. Makes sense. Land over there next to that Zerm barracks looks perfect. So directly north, right? Let's expand it. Let's expand on it by holding the interact button. Okay. Oh, no, I was wrong. I was thinking this area up here. Oh, look at that. Everything kind of turns like that lime green. Like the screen, there's kind of like a filter that's applied to the camera. Dig it. Okay, this is what I was talking about. So like this land, these tiles that are empty, that we were talking about before, we have to claim them first, I guess, in order to build on them. Like, I thought that this whole little island right here belonged to us, but I guess not. It's kind of interesting. Some of the things we can't fly over, and like they have a large square that's not visually represented, but like the corner right here is invisible. And I was kind of expecting like to be able to fly diagonally up and left, but small thing. Okay, so expand Smelter's empire on the highlighted cells. Hold B to expand. Yep. And do the thing. Oh, and it costs, okay, it costs 50 helium to do so. Wonderful, now comes the best part. Building. Now that I have some new empty territory, I can build stuff on it. Cool. I think it's time to get some more Zerms, so let's build a Zerm house. To do that, we need to select the new territory. Hang on a second, hang on. Remember the fissure? That I thought we summoned Zerms from the fissure, but now they just spawn from houses, or what? Maybe Zerm guards spawn from the fissure? It's been a minute, I forget. To do that, we need to select the new territory, select the Zerm house, and press the interact button to start building. Okay. Oh, nice. It is like an RTS. Zerms inexplicably appear. Thank you, game, for explaining it to me. Gosh. Ask and you shall receive. Zerms inexplicably appear. And again, the humor is there. I enjoy the humor. Because, you know, it's a game, right? You can't take it too seriously. And, like, not everything needs to be explained perfectly in a game. I've been playing Payday 2 a lot recently, and, like, there's this ability that, like, makes the player take 50% less damage from melee attacks. And then in the description it says, because training. And it's like, right? Because it doesn't matter why. It's just a game mechanic. Who cares? You know, just like kind of, not everything needs to be explained perfectly. Like, they're not creating an entire universe that all makes sense. It's a game. Anyway, dig it. I like it. Let's move on. Zerms inexplicably appear from Zerm houses and wait until Smelter tells them to occupy a building or other structures. Can produce up to 4 Zerms. Super sweet. Select it. I gotta be honest about this game. Like, you know, you can't judge a book by its cover. I've learned that countless times since the inception of Atlas Gaming back in November of 2020. But I still, you know, I think it's human nature. You still have a tendency to do that just as people, no matter how many times you learn that lesson, unless it's fresh in your mind. I mean, me personally, I still tend to judge books by their cover. I've enjoyed this game a lot more than I thought, is what I'm trying to say here. I didn't think I'd enjoy it as much as I am now. But anyway, Smelter, very good. Commander Zerm!
Yes, my lord.
We should have more of your fellow Zerms coming in, so be ready.
Understood.
Now, what's next? My lord? Oh, my lord!
If I may, I believe this might be a good time to explain the delicate balance between your empire's population and apple supply.
Oh yeah, good point. This is quite complicated, so take a look at this. Cool. Zerm population. Behold, the Zerm population. Okay. Idle Zerms, total Zerms. Makes sense. Right, so right now we have 4 idle Zerms, 36 total Zerms, and then it counts down as they... Yeah, it's an RTS mechanic. Increasing total Zerms. Calling idle Zerms. What? I don't get it. There's 2 pictures. What is it? I thought that I had a pretty good grasp on those things before seeing those pictures, and now I'm lost. I don't know why the pictures are there. So the Zerm population will change when you call, dismiss Zerms, and build Zerm houses. Yeah, make sure you have enough Zerm houses and monitor your Zerms. Okay, those things were obvious to me, and I guess, you know, they're not obvious to everyone, so no, the game needs to explain it. Apple supply. This is the Empire's apple supply. Total apple capacity. Yeah, cool. Increasing apple supply. Zerms and apples. Yeah, like, okay, so a lot of this, like, dialogue and, like, the text, it's confusing. I think there's a little bit too much going on here. Maybe, like, you know, you can see the title at the top of this window, and it's apple supply. It's in a slightly larger font than increasing apple supply down there, but it's not a big difference. I don't know, like, just there's a lot going on here. I think it could, it would benefit a lot, like, these screens, these explanation screens would benefit a lot from, yeah, from a little bit more organization, a little bit more clarity, and maybe like, there's too much going on here. Maybe eliminate some of the stuff. Like, Zerms and apples, just get rid of that line completely. But anyway, Orcarion shrines that have Zerms in them increase the apple supply. Okay. Each Zerm in the Empire needs 1 apple, so make sure there are apples available. So this is just our food supply? Okay, now that you've gotten the crash course, let's see how this all works. Oh, okay. Just got our hands dirty. Let's build an Orcarion shrine. To build one, let's first select the empty cell over there. Interact with the highlighted cell. Now select the Orcarion shrine. Okay. I was trying to do that there. Okay. Here you have the... You will need to call a Zerm to the Orcarion shrine to increase the apple supply. Let's see this in action by actually building one. Press the interact button while having the Orcarion shrine selected to build it. That was turning into a pop-up simulator there for a second. Okay, Orcarion shrine increases apples when occupied, allowing Zerm house to produce more Zerms. Yeah, like the whole... Everything's been really fluid in the game so far, and this is the first time when, like, it's lost that fluidity, I think. And it's not that big of a deal, like, it's not that bad, but if this were to continue for every single thing, I think it'd get very tedious, if it weren't broken up by gameplay. So what I mean here is that, like, everything's pretty intuitive, you know, like, for people who have played RTS games. Yeah, I don't know, like, let's see. Okay, I had to pause for a second there and, like, articulate my words, or I guess just like have the thought process about what I was trying to say. Excuse me. What I'm trying to say is make it, just simplify it. That's all. Just simplify it. There's a lot going on there. It's a little bit choppy for me. And again, if this doesn't continue, then it won't be a big deal. You know, like for the fluidity of the game, how fluid it is. But if this is how every single thing is presented, then it would get a little bit. Yeah, it's overcomplicated. That's what I'm trying to say. Anyway, let's move on. Orcarion shrine increases apples when occupied, allowing... Okay, so you can see in the upper right, those are our so we have 2 idle Zerms, right? We have out of 5 total. You can see the idle ones, I think. Maybe not. And the food in the upper right, -3 out of 5. So we're using 8 total, and we only have 5. Is that what I'm looking at there? Okay. So select. Oh, okay. Hang on a second here. There we go. So during that period when I paused recording, I did go and I read some Steam reviews, just to kind of like comment on them also. But I haven't played enough to even know what any of those people are talking about. So anyway, Smelter, a very nice shrine, if I do say so myself. Guess I'll call a Zerm over here to run. Okay, so call a Zerm, run this Orcarion shrine, increase our apple supply. Okay, sweet. You can do this with any structure that has Zerm slots which are shown above the building. Oh, I see. Cool. So then call people over is X. right? And now the little thing like right here that's on top of us is blinking, which means we have a Zerm en route. En route! And you would look at that. And would you look at that? The apple supply went up. Oh, I can't see it, so I don't know. With an increased apple supply, the Zerm houses, which haven't produced any Zerms yet, should start producing more Zerms. Speaking of Zerms, I should probably teach you about starvation and Zerm house shortages. Take a look at yet another fantastic presentation made by me. Okay. Okay. Starvation and Zerm house shortages. So they're starving. Zerms will starve when there are more Zerms in apple supply. There's a Zerm house shortage. A Zerm house shortage happens when there are Zerms without a home. Zerms will go poof if they are not assigned to a structure when they are starving or there is a Zerm house shortage. Okay. With that out of the way, I think it's time we continue expanding my empire. But the question is where?
My lord,
Yes, Commander?
if I may make a suggestion, why don't we continue expanding to the north into the Garabi domain?
Our scouts just returned and discovered what appeared to be... Okay, you know what? I think I've covered the game enough here. I'm gonna move on. I'm gonna call this video here. But I guess not before talking about it a little bit more, because I haven't really commented on the gameplay and like mechanics and stuff so far. As I said that I would. The reason I didn't was I kind of wanted it. I like having these periods at the end of the video where I'm just talking and just streaming like my thoughts or whatever. I guess streaming is not the right word in this industry, right? Because that has connotation attached to it. I'm not streaming, but it's like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna talk here. That's all. One observation I just noticed or made was that Eve actually isn't involved in anything except she is like the vessel upon which Smelter completes his objectives, right? So like that's the name of the game, and it makes sense. And I guess it kind of gives us like an end game, like an end goal. We're looking. Did I say Adam before? I meant Eve. I don't know. But the end game, like the goal, is looking for Adam. And so I guess we're doing that. But then it seems like it'd be detrimental to Smelter because he wouldn't have like a body to attach to complete it, complete levels and stuff and get resources. So I'm not sure how that'd work out. Just an observation. I'm not making any speculation on it. But I like the RTS mechanics. I like the different game modes, I guess, for lack of better words. Right? We have like this overview, like the world map. We're not on a timer. There's no rush right now, not yet. And I like how we can just kind of like manage our base. Everyone likes base building, right? So I think it's pretty cool and smart. Look at that. The clouds are eyeballs. See them right here? Okay. And then I like the 2D platformer. It's not too difficult for me. I would expect, like, I mean, like for me, because I'm not good at 2D platformers. And so I would expect that the difficulty would scale, and it would get more difficult later on. But so far, I think it's scaling appropriately for my skill level. I like it. It's enjoyable. This RTS mechanic, I wish I would have gotten more like playtime with it, because so far, I've played a lot of RTS games, and all these mechanics are pretty familiar to me, and it'd be cool if I could just kind of like, I just want to spread my wings and fly. I want to like let go of the tutorial's hand at this point, and I want to do my own thing kind of. And then maybe, I don't know, maybe have like a tutorial mode or non-tutorial mode. I find the best way to learn things is by doing and failing. I guess here, we can expand here. Because honestly, like, I don't have a lot. I don't know why. I guess I started this video out by saying that the game has been released since April of 2021. It is now August of 2021, and this game popped up on GameRound.co, which is a game testing platform. So, I mean, to me, just connecting the dots, the developers want feedback on how to improve their game in order to increase sales, right? Increase sales and increase player base. So that's kind of like, that's my perspective. That's the perspective from which I am offering feedback. And so there's kind of like the groundwork of my commentary here for the game mechanics and stuff. But I don't see, I mean, without playing the game like all the way through, I guess I don't really see anything wrong with it. Right now, it looks good to me. And I've enjoyed my time playing it a lot. Yeah, like, I wish I could offer more. Let's see. So we're just expanding here. It costs 50 helium each time we do this. So far, I don't see any chance of running out of helium. You know, like with what we've got going on here. There are probably buildings that we will either take or build, like structures that we will take or build that will require like helium upkeep. And so it'll reduce our net income. But, well, this ruin doesn't seem like much. I'm kind of like, I said I was going to be done playing and I was just going to do commentary. And then I said that I don't really have much to offer. So I'm going to play a little bit more here in hopes that I will get a little bit more, or have a little bit more to offer. But hard to tell what it is for. Oh, hard to tell what it is for. So I'll just leave it alone for now. Okay, since I've expanded this far out, I might as well get some defenses placed. Okay, so I read on the. This is kind of like a tower defense mode of the game, I think. A Zerm barracks seems like a good idea, but I'll probably be needing some more Zerms soon. Let's build another Zerm house on some of my new territory to get more Zerms. Okay, interact with the tile. Select the house. Done. I can't interact with this one yet. So the game has gated us from doing that. Okay. Oh yeah, this Zerm house isn't producing enough Zerms yet. Let's get another Orcarian shrine built. Where? Oh, just right there. Okay, so interact, build the shrine. Cool. I like this a lot more. The dialogue explanation. You know, instead of like having the screen, like the presentation screen, where it has like, you know, kind of the confusing layout to me. It's kind of confusing. Just have him just explain it. Just Smelter, just get rid of those screens, simplify it, just say, oh yeah, we need this shrine to produce apples. We need the houses to house the Zerm. And then you can see over the village that the little houses right there, there's not enough food. Like that Zerm housing complex doesn't have any food. So, and now all I need to do is call a Zerm over. So now we're just kind of like reiterating what we've already done. But I think that this is sufficient. If that makes sense, like we don't need the other screens. Just do what we just did here, and that's enough. Because these are really simple mechanics, and they're intuitive. But anyway, population good, apple supply good, good. Let's get some defenses up in this area. Guess I'll first build a Zerm barracks, which is great for defending against enemies on the ground. Oh, okay. Interact, build the barracks, select, and then we'll need to call Zerm over, right? Can't interact with this tile yet, nope. But last but not least, I think this place needs a Zerm outpost, which will defend my empire from flying enemies. Okay, so it's the ranged. Right, yep, little arrows, cool. And then we come over here, and we can't call Zerm over yet, okay. Now he's gonna talk. Now to call some Zerms over. Cool beans, bro. We'll call 2 there. Actually, can we? How many? Can we call all of them? Where are they coming from? Oh, okay. That's right. In the upper right of the screen, the second little thing from the left has the Zerms, and it says 1 out of 12. So we have 1 idle Zerm still. Do we need it for anything? Oh, excellent. I think this should keep my precious empire pretty well defended.
My lord, it looks like we have some forces approaching your empire. What shall we do?
Time to send them back to where they came from. Or from whence ye came!
Yes, my lord. To battle, my sisters!
Ooh. I just noticed, I guess they're female. Interesting. Right, because, I mean, the gaming industry, well, the entire world. It's like, I mean, I'll just stick with the gaming industry. I think the entire world might be a bit much for me to bite off right now. So, most like the gaming industry is dominated from by the male perspective, right? So I think it's cool to just include the opposite sex also. But geez, they just keep coming out, don't they? They just keep coming, don't they? Something tells me we should get my empire in better shape before moving on. So let's repair. We'll get a few more structures set up. Repair is right bumper, and then it costs like not very much. Helium. Okay, what's this? It's a fissure. Super sweet. Summon dudes. Oh, I can't interact with this stuff yet, I guess. Oh, because you have to do it sequentially? Because now we can get this, yes. You can only do it on adjacent tiles. What's this? The Grizzler Mounds. Is that where the grizzly bears live? No, I'm sorry, that was dumb. Okay. So, oh, what's that? I just pressed, nice. That's cool. Why didn't you show me that earlier, game? That's awesome. I'm holding down the left bumper, and it gives us this map, like a really cool map. I think it's really cool. And then you've got a really good key on the right side, or the legend, right? Okay, there's an altar right here you can see. Cool. Okay, now we need to interact here. Oh, wait. Or do we? Sure. Oh, yeah, we can only build that one there. Interact. Oh, really? We can't build another shrine? Why can't we build a shrine? Huh. Okay. That's... Am I missing something here? Interact. Sure. I mean, oh, whoops, yeah. Interact, build it. It'll only allow us to build that one. So now we're at -1 food. -5 food now. It looks like we're low on apple supply, but the good news is there's a nice looking tree over there. Okay. Let's expand my empire on it and get some more tasty apples and then get back to the final touches to my empire in this area. I see. So we're still tutorial mode. It's really interesting to me that we get the helium, we get an income of it instead of it being like we have to find, like it's finite, if that makes sense. Like right now, it's just being generated as opposed to like finding it in like missions and stuff, and then we have to spend it wisely. Because right now, we can just spend it willy-nilly however we want, and then it comes back. And maybe that's just because it's the tutorial. We're still in easy mode here. So now we'll come here and we'll build... Oh, really? You want to... Oh, the tree gave us the food. That's right. So now we have a perfect amount of food. We are well balanced. And do we need Zerms here? Oh, no. We have to go over here first and expand or build something. A barracks. Okay. Protect our base from the mound right here, which is where the bad guys come from. Call Zerms to the Zerm barracks. I like that a lot. Thank you. So the game just stopped introducing stuff in dialogue fashion, and now it's an objective on the left side of the screen. Okay, cool. Get Zerm there, and then 3. Can we... What is that? What are these mounds right here? Oh, there he is! No, was it Inspector Claus or... No, Detective Claus.
Your Smelterness is... My scouts have spotted who must be the beefy, sloth-looking individual you inquired about earlier.
See the Q right there? The Q's of a different font. See in the word inquired at the very bottom of the screen? Bottom middle? Interesting. That looks like the guy. It's not every day I see someone else here. I don't like it. But my curiosity is... There's the Q again. Maybe that font... Maybe the Q looked weird, or the font didn't offer the Q in the free version. I'm craving some mental stimulation, so let's go see what he wants. Okay. Okay, cool. So now we just have an objective. Talk to the mysterious figure from before. We'll talk to him, Detective Claus. Greetings, little green one. There's the Q again. It's capital this time. Quite the mess you made in Gumbo. Oh, no, I'm not going to do a voice for him. Let's just keep going. Well, I wouldn't say it was a mess, but it sure was satisfying. I can imagine. That's not so much... I can imagine. The Garabi domain deserves every little bit of bad luck that falls on it. What makes you say that? Something has been happening to my people, and I suspect it has to do with the goings-on from within the Garabi domain. His eyes are closed, like shaking, like, what, SMH? Ah, gotcha. Or wait, maybe I don't. That doesn't explain why you're here. Let's start with that. I'm a private eye. No, I'm a private eye, you see? The E is of a different... Man, what is going on with the font? The E, Q, and Z are of different fonts than, like, the retro style. I'm probably digging too much into it, but I was thinking that it might be part of, like, some kind of transition in the game, like in the storyline. It might just be, like, an immersion into it, because no one's talking, so, like, there wouldn't be a change of voice, right? But, The closest that they could come to that is to change the font. That's all I was thinking. It means detective, fool. The name's Klaus. Detective Klaus. Oh, okay. So what do you want from me? Okay, I understand you're looking for Doma runes as well. Well, I guess, you know, I have played a little bit more. I do like that the game finally, like, let us, just, you know, gave us objectives. And now we're, delving into the story here by talking to Detective Klaus. You know, I wish I could offer more. I don't see why the game, or, you know, why this game is on the GameRound.co platform. Because to me, it's solid. There's a lot to it. There's a lot of complexity, a lot of depth. And it's not like a one-trick pony. A lot of time was put into developing this game. So without playing, you know, like for 20 more hours, I can't really offer more than I already have. So this game is called Smelter. Check it out for yourself on the GameRound.co platform. If you do it there, you can leave, you know, play the game, write reviews, win prizes on a weekly basis. It's a sweet system. If you're not so inclined, you can also go the less lucrative route for the player and just go on Steam and download the demo. But anyway, GameRound's better. Thank you for watching Atlas Gaming. I do appreciate it. I release content every day. And thank you especially if you've watched this far in the video, because that means you've watched the whole thing and you thought it was entertaining enough to do so. But yeah, that's it. I'll see you in the next one.